Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Wednesday. What do they call it? Hump day? That means if you get through Wednesday, you should be able to get through the rest of the week. But this is a day that the Lord has made. We're rejoicing and we're glad in it. It looks like it's going to rain. I got my umbrella just in case. But this is a day that the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice. We're going to be glad in it. Oh my goodness. I'm always reminded what my husband says. Every time it rains, we're going to get another glass of water. We just got to look at it always in a very positive way. I'm going to tell you, y'all come on and get this 1K before it rains, or in your house this morning. But let me just tell you, my cup is just overflowing this morning. After my prayer time, I think I'm just addicted to Facebook. But anyway, I was scrolling, and the first person that blessed me this morning was Priscilla Shira. Oh Lord, she's just such a prolific speaker, and she was just talking about favor. People might get jealous of you, and you think about how you end up in different places, and sometimes you're not qualified. You don't even know how you got into that place, but it's nothing but God's favor. And I like what she said. She said it's not that you're trying to market yourself or anything, because you've already been marked. That stuck with me, because I was thinking about Jeremiah 1:5. Jeremiah said, before I was formed in the belly, you knew me, you sanctified me, you ordained me to be a prophet, oh my God, through the nations. And not just talking about preaching and things like that, to be a witness to the nations. That's called favor. Jeremiah knew he was marked from the beginning to be a prophet. So, don't worry about it when people say you trying to do this or that. You've been marked. You've been favored. You know what Hezekiah Walker said? God favored me. God favored me. Because you know what? Jesus, in Luke 2:52, what does it say? It said that Jesus grew in stature, of course, and he grew in wisdom, and guess what? He grew in favor with all men. Oh, don't worry about it. It's just favor. And like T.D. Jakes said, sometimes favor ain't fair. People can't understand why you are at the place that you are now. But don't worry about it. It's not being arrogant. It's just favor. And I thank God for his favor. See, all you have to do is stand on the truth and be obedient to God and obedient to his word. Which brings me to the other person that blessed me this morning. Of course, I'm scrolling some more. I run across our good friend from Florida, Pastor Faye Datsy, with Victorious Life Ministries. And I just decided, I'm just going to stay here. But she was talking about, among other things, just being still, taking risks and standing still and being obedient to God. You remember Abraham. He didn't know where he was going, but he was obedient. Just like God told Joshua to be courageous and stand. And you know what? I like what Pastor Faye said, among other things. When you do that, guess what? The victory is guaranteed. In this day and time, sometimes when we stand on God's word, and, people might fall away and they don't want to listen. They don't want to obey. Don't worry about it. Just let God fight your battle. And just like Pastor Faye said this morning, among other things, I shared that this morning, and I hope you listened to it this morning. Among other things, you will have a guaranteed victory because you're favored. You're already marked by God. So just stand in that, because just like Hezekiah says again, God favored you. You have been marked. Oh my goodness, my cup just running over this morning. I'm just marinating on both of those messages this morning. I shared both of those this morning on Facebook from Priscilla Shira and Pastor Faye Dassey. So I just want you to know when when people they might be in a certain way, but it's just favor. It's just favor. And don't forget, you've been marked for favor. Oh my goodness. If you missed the your Sunday school lesson last night, you should tune in to Church School Live, because you know what? It was about Jesus glorifying God. It's what it is, that's what it says. And it kind of all fits in. You know what? Matthew 5:16, it says, let your light so shine that men will see your good works. That's all we're doing. We're letting the world see our good works. And the main purpose, to glorify God who is in heaven, not to glorify co-pastor Gail or Pastor James, but to all glorify God, because when you glorify God, it's going to trickle down to you anyway. So you just need to give God the glory, stand flat-footed in his word, obey his word and his command. Don't forget, subscribe to the Gem Nugget channel. That's telling you in advance, tomorrow night or tomorrow evening will be life study. Pastor James is going to bring a good word again, a word that we can study, not only study, but apply it to our everyday life. And just looking ahead to Saturday, I'll be sharing on how would Jesus invest at 10 a.m. It's not favor, it's just favor. You've been marked. You've been marked for victory in all areas of your life. Walk in that favor. All right, let's see. You should have got over a little over 1,000 steps. I'm about at 7 minutes. So you be blessed. Have a great day. I'm going to beat these raindrops this morning. Have a good one.